What's up, guys? I'm Mr. Normal, and we're about to watch some creepy and strange TikTok videos you probably shouldn't watch at night. With all that being said, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like on the video so it's recommended to others, that'd be muchly appreciated. Thank you so much. Now, let's get into the video.
Does anybody know what this thing is? This was filmed in the Philippines, y'all. What is that? Is that a sea urchin, y'all? And why is it walking? Why or floating, whatever it's doing? What is going on here? Do sea urchins really do this, or is this only available in the Philippines? Now, I would have said this was not real, but I see a shadow like running with it. Look at the shadow, y'all. The shadow is running with it. Look, and then the water pushes it. If it wasn't real, I don't think the water would affect it. That's crazy. Look, and again, and it's moving debris. Look, you see it picked that up. It picked this thing up. It moved this piece of dirt. That's crazy. But what is that, y'all? Mother Earth is expanding. This thing looks like a person just skipping along, y'all. That's just crazy. And what's up with all the wind in Florida? What? Y'all hear that? Y'all, what is going on here?
It kind of looks like a walking virus, but I'm pretty sure this is a sea urchin just getting blown around because of the wind.
In a spine-chilling TikTok video shared by user lqq.tv, a man recounts a terrifying encounter that he initially dismissed as a medication-induced hallucination.
She's still there in that chair right there. There's a little girl, like I said, no bigger than Sarah. Black hair. Well, people don't know how big Sarah is.
He vividly describes a little girl with jet black pigtails and a red dress, sitting eerily still with a sadistic smile on her face, her hands resting calmly on her knees. As he narrates his experience, seated in a chair, an eerie twist unfolds. See if you can spot it.
Sadistic smile is doing this.
The unsettling moment occurs when the camera held by the man's skeptical girlfriend captures something in the reflection of the nearby glass. Shockingly, the reflection appears to show a little girl as though she's silently watching from behind. It was only later, upon reviewing the footage, that his girlfriend's skepticism turned to sheer horror when she spotted the phantom figure in the recording.
She has her hands on her lap. Sadistic smile is doing this.
I think that's their daughter in the reflection of the glass and they're just doing this for a scary video. Or the hospital is haunted and I recommend you just don't visit it anymore.
All right, so this is shocking. This guy was doing a slow motion recording in his house and he didn't think anything of it. And then when he rewatched the video, this is why he uploaded it, it's capturing the flicker from the LED lights above him. Most people don't know LED lights flicker on average between 100 and 120 times per second. So he has this slowed way down, and what that does to your eyeballs, to your retinas, to your circadian rhythm, causes many things. You want to replace these with incandescents or with halogens, anything but LEDs or CFLs. It's not good lighting.
Well, I guess that explains why my eyes burn with this light in front of me when I leave it on for too long. But that's fantastic. I love hearing news about this. That just makes me want to go buy brand new light bulbs for every single light in my house.
He says it was a terrifying experience. Video shows someone trying to break into a woman's hotel room in San Jose. It happened at the Holiday Inn next to the airport Wednesday around 9:30 p.m. The woman, who's visiting the city on business, says she was stunned and scared when she looked over to her front door and saw that long metal wire moving around.
Looked almost like a coat hanger coming up under the door, but it had several pieces attached to it. And then I saw that they were actually trying to move it over and reach for the door handle. And so that's when I tried to just stop it with my hand.
Deborah says she called the front desk immediately and the hotel workers confronted the suspects, a man and a woman, who Deborah says she had actually seen earlier that day through her peephole after they knocked on her door.
The couple claimed that they were looking for a friend and that they had knocked on the wrong door.
The suspects reportedly escaped before police showed up. Deborah says she's going to change up the way she stays at hotels going forward, so hopefully this doesn't happen again.
So I think they were looking for any noise coming out of the hotel room. So I will definitely be more noisy. I will have more lights on. put the do not disturb sign on the doorknob, and hopefully those things will help in the future.
Well, I'm glad she stopped that right away when she saw it happening. I don't know what to do now. Now I'm scared to fly and stay in hotel rooms. I'm just saying, if I was her, I would have yanked that thing and just pulled that right out of their hand.
In April of 2023, a YouTuber decided to go camping alone with her 2 dogs to celebrate a milestone that she just achieved on her channel. However, almost as soon as she arrives, her dogs begin to act strange, and one of them stands completely frozen, staring off into the woods behind her. Now, since this area isn't completely secluded, she chalks it up to probably just a hiker somewhere in the distance that she can't see. But it's a calm moment, foreshadowing what's going to happen next. Take a look.
I did it. I'm here on the Stone Fork, or Salt Fork. Stone Fork. And, Mara? Earth to Mara. Come here. What are you doing? What is it? I'm gonna wait for this fire to die out a little bit. I made a hot dog, trying to get that smell out of the woods.
Following this, she decides to hike a little ways to find a place to set up camp, but it becomes aware that she's not really alone in her hike.
I got 2 between me. I didn't want to murder me. Just near the whole tree. Oh my God, that's what I mean. Stop. Okay. Hi, my name's Dee. I love coming out in the woods at night, and I don't mean any harm. I'm not here to hurt anybody. I just like to get nature at night. Sounds weird right here. I don't feel right, man. I don't feel good at all. There's a bad vibe here.
Now she might just be spooking herself because she doesn't normally camp alone. That is, until it becomes clear that something or someone is nearby.
Then more open land, and I was Stop. Hey! Woo! La. Ah! That's too close, dude. No. She's nervous looking. Get away from me. If you're near my tent, please leave. What to do here? My fire's dying down. I figure I'll just... Stop! Oh, God! Jesus Christ, stop. I know. Okay, we're going. Okay, all right. Let me calm down.
Finally deciding that it's just too dangerous, she decides to hightail it back to her truck. But the bad news is, she has to move in the direction of the sounds.
I can't do it.
After finally making it back to her truck, she loads up the dogs, but continues to record after hearing something in the distance. Take a look. Now the going theory is that this was a man that she had spotted nearby earlier in the video.
That was definitely the man she saw earlier at 12:35 a.m. I'm just glad she had those 2 big pit bulls with her. But if you're gonna go camping like this, I really highly recommend carrying a conceal. I'm just glad nothing happened to her and she was able to get out of there safely.
Storm, come here.
The smaller blinking lights, I think that's just an airplane. And that second light, I don't know what that is. I thought it was the moon at first until I replayed the video and saw from the beginning. It shows the moon in the upper left-hand corner. But I don't know what that could be, so if anybody has any ideas, please let me know.
Okay, this is wild. We are now seeing the first surveillance footage of the moment that Delta plane crash landed in Toronto. And as you can just about see, the plane touches down hard, the right way up, may I add, and almost immediately fire and smoke breaks out. It skids along the runway, and somewhere in this process, it flips upside down, which experts say is highly unusual. Passengers inside the plane said that everyone was hanging upside down like bats in their seatbelts, and that as soon as they came to a hold, they had to unbuckle themselves and then drop to the ceiling, which is a surreal sentence to say. They also said that they were frantically trying to get out because they could smell jet fuel, and you can even hear the flight attendant saying, "Stop recording and put your phone down." And actually, they were right to rush everyone out because after everyone was safely evacuated, there was a secondary explosion. All 80 people on board survived, although 17 were injured and taken to hospital. Authorities have not yet revealed the exact cause of the crash, but heavy snow and strong winds are the main theory. But that's exactly what will be the biggest question now. Was it actually safe to land in these conditions? Because if it wasn't, why did they? And if it was, then what happened?
First off, I'm glad everyone's all right. To come out of a plane that's flipped upside down like that and everyone be okay, that's amazing. I know there's a couple people that were hurt, but I'm just glad everyone survived. But there is one thing that I've noticed about a flight attendant that I saw. I'm not trying to be that guy, but why are you firmly grasping this area? This is a very tragic moment. Probably not the best time to be doing that. I'm sorry, I just had to point that out. I know obviously stuff's getting real, but that doesn't mean you should cop a feel. Other than that, I'm just never gonna fly again. That easily could have been his neighbor in there just doing that for a scary video, just flicking the light on and off. Or that's Casper the Friendly Ghost doing some house watching while you're away. I'm not too convinced it's a UFO, but I do think it's a balloon that just got drifted away from like an event or something. No offense, guys, this robbery was horribly executed. You robbed 5 boxes out of the 16 that are there, and your lookout wasn't even looking out. They were too occupied to seeing what you were doing, and half of your face showed up on camera. Like, guys, come on, we gotta be smarter about this.
We got to stay in the Glass Box Hotel room in Ibiza a couple years ago, and when I say Glass Box Hotel room, I mean a literal glass box in the lobby of the hotel. We were super unprepared for the experience. All I knew going into this was that when you book it, you can stay for free for one night. And I thought it was such a funny idea. So of course I wanted to try it. And then when we were there, we found out the lights never turn off and you're basically on display all night long. And the thing is, I just hadn't done any research to realize that this is an art hotel. So whoever is sleeping in that room for the night is just part of the art. So if you're gonna stay in this room, here are a couple ideas that I wish I had prepared for last time to entertain the guests instead of feeling just completely vulnerable in there all night. 1, I would perform the entire Eras Tour set list. 2, I would do a live painting because that sounds really calming and people could see the progress. 3, I would write my payment info on a sign that says $5 for a kiss, and then I would kiss anyone through the glass that paid the fee. Might as well make a little income. 4, I would pretend we were locked in the room, and so anytime anyone walked up to look in the glass, I would knock on the glass and say, oh my gosh, please let us out. I think that'd be super. Either way, it just feels like there is so much room for creativity in this room, and unfortunately, I was just unprepared, so I have to leave it up to a future guest to do one or some of these things. So yeah, let me know if you try it.
See, that would be a nice hangout spot, but I cannot have people staring at me while I'm sleeping. I cannot. Just having a nice old sleep. Beautiful, very beautiful sleep. Next thing you know, you have Timmy knocking on the glass like, hey! Also, let me know down below, please, but did you guys stay in this hotel? All right, guys, that's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching all the clips with me today. And if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.